for all my life. They say I'm a failure, end up in jail, I ain't proving right. My mama, she told me before, son, you get I understood, but I ain't see the vision. A nigga kept going, and now I'm winning. Some people I put my trust in, try to fuck with my image. Oh no, you didn't. Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Michi in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cause all this life we ain't over this. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. And now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up from nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young rich nigga.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, I ain't playing with your ass. Nigga, I ain't playing with your ass. You chasing greatness. You got greatness talking to you. Become great.
Yo. What's going on out there? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boys at Rize Podcast with your boy Coach Squeeze, aka the Smoothie King. Right back at y'all with another one. How y'all doing? Top morning, top the afternoon. God bless each and every one of you in the chat. And on your way in the door, do me a favor. Smash that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. All right, y'all know what we do over here. Let me get the sponsors out of the way. 5-time world champ, 4 different weight classes. First ballot Hall of Famer. Baltimore's own GTD Promotions. Hey, champ, what's going on?
What's going on? How you feeling, champ? What
I need a good one, yo. I need a good one. Congratulations on you on About Time. You deserve it, yo.
Appreciate you.
And it came at a good time. Inshallah, yo. Yeah. Hey, do me a favor. Finish off the sponsors for me while I put this in me real quick.
Where you stop at?
I did GTD.
Shout out to EOE Education over everything. Shout out to Bad Girls Potion Promotions, Miss Olivia Pope. Shout out to all the coaches and fighters at the gym, man. Everybody that's helped making the gym go around. Appreciate you. Shout out to Under Armour for all that you do. Shout out to all the supporters who donate to help with the smoothie program, who help, us get stuff done for the kids. Shout out to everybody that's helping support the podcast. My bad. Y'all know we got we got some fights coming up. So we got some travel coming up. So we're gonna need y'all support and y'all help. So appreciate everybody who helps make it happen. Super chats and the cash apps really do help make this podcast move. And we appreciate y'all. And last but not least, they came to the gym. Shout out to Ben and Box Raw. They came through. Show the kids some love. Y'all can say it with me in the chat. Box Raw. How can I get my glasses? That's why I'm like, man, because you can see them. We got truck fighting. We got truck fighting this month. Jag Queen boxing. We got truck fighting at the Prudential Center, and then we got Tank in August. What's going on, Squeeze?
Prudential Center.
Yeah, Prudential Center, New Jersey, I believe.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. In New Jersey or in New Jersey, not New York.
North.
Mm-hmm. Home of Shakur.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Excuse me.
So we got that coming up. Shout out, did you see any of the fights last night?
Yeah.
What you think? Give me your thoughts. Let's get right into it. It's Sunday. You know what I mean? We here for a good time, not a long time. Let's get into it.
Keyshawn Davis' brother,
Cam J, what up?
looked as sharp. Calvin did what Calvin I know Calvin was going to do. No stab to Calvin. Like I was just talking to the guy at the store. You know, me and him agreed when we said Calvin wasn't 1,000% in. He just wanted to make sure he set his little brothers up, brought them in the game. He'd do a little something, grab a bag here and there. He ain't 1,000% in on the boxing. He got other stuff he has to take care of. So props go out to him, you know, for stepping up and looking out for his little brothers, setting them up. But the other one looked as sharp. Second round knockout to the body. He looked as sharp.
Kyron?
Yeah, he looked as sharp. I was impressed with what he did. And no harm. Keyshawn just dropped the ball in all type of ways. He an idiot. He an idiot. Very, he say he changed, but you can take the person out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the person. That stuff that carried on behind the scenes, we ain't gonna get into that now. We just gonna roll with the fights that we'll get into that. It's utterly ridiculous, classless, and not a good look. Ain't nobody wanna put no money up behind you. People don't know they hurt themselves. Smoothie King, right back at you. With another one. Jab Queen Boxing, always there in the chat for us. Thanks for the color in the chat. Start y'all on y'all journey. Okay.
Appreciate the support, Jab Queen.
Appreciate that, Jab Queen. It's tough times out here. And Abdullah Mason looked as sharp like a number 2 pencil. And old boy was strong. Yo was whistling stuff past Abdullah Mason. Was slipping and this, that, and the other. Yo had power in the early 3 rounds, that dangerous pop where he was, you know, but he didn't have no legs. Yeah, if he had some legs and could move with that power that he had, but he was a step slower. But props go out to both of them guys for being professional, making weight, and putting on a show. You know, they stopped it in the 5th or 6th with a cut over the eye. The doctor, he said he couldn't see. He didn't want to go on no more, which I think was a smart move.
It was only a matter of time.
Yeah, he probably could have stopped it before then, the shots he was taking. And he was reaching out, grabbing for him.
And the eye was closed. That left eye was closed.
Yeah. And that's a bad spot. That's the worst spot. And that was from a punch.
He was fine off that jab. He was fine off that jab.
That was off a punch. Yeah. Yo split the skin with a punch. Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. The only, the incomparable Miss Mona. Glad to see her back up in the chat. We've been keeping her in our prayers and her family. Bancroft, her son.
My God, man.
Appreciate you, Miss Mona. Always an honor and a privilege. She say, just keep going, y'all. Appreciate the words of wisdom. All right, y'all, let me bring them on in. A historian, an architect, a gentleman, a scholar, a husband, a pet lover, and he don't run down on him any kind of way, cause he be in the lab cooking up recipes too. He always coming over here showing us love. Y'all already know the incomparable brother Ant McQueen.
What up, man?
Oh, what up? What up? Good afternoon, gentlemen. Good afternoon to the chat. Everybody here. I was all sad last night, man. I was all sad.
Well, why was you sad last night, Ant?
The backstage debacle, man, the nonsense. Cause I had the opportunity to meet Keyshawn last year, and he's very personable, very warm. Dude was friendly. He was sitting in the section where he was sitting at, was just conversing with people, taking pictures, the whole nine, signing autographs. And just like last night, just seeing my guy operate with not even a modicum of decorum, bro. It was I just hope he could get back right, man.
I mean, like they took the family took a hell of a hit last night.
They
And
did,
you know,
man.
I would say when I met Keyshawn like probably like 3-4 years ago. I met a humble Keyshawn. Like I didn't meet, you know what I mean, the one we see now. Like he was humble. Like when I met Keyshawn, I think it was the Shakur versus what's the guy name that took the gold in the Olympics?
Robisi Ramirez?
Yeah, I think it was the no, Conceição fight.
Conceição. Oh yeah. He had a gold medalist. He's a gold medalist too, Conceição.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the one. That's the one. Conceição when Shakur got bronze and he got gold or something. That's how I went to the Olympics. Whatever it is, I know he won higher than
Yeah,
Shakur.
Shakur got silver. Shakur got a
Yeah,
silver.
so that's what it was. Well, you know what I mean? That's when I met Keyshawn. And you know what I mean? He was a very humble guy. Like, well, all this wasn't there yet. You know what I mean? But seeing all this, like, first you being unprofessional, you're not making weight. But in the midst of it, you gave a young kid a shot. You gave Abdullah Mason a chance to be a headliner, you know what I mean, become the main event, and he came through and did what he was supposed to do. So it is you know what I mean,
There's a silver lining there for sure.
Yeah, silver lining. But as far as Keyshawn, man, you just went out sad and you took your family with you. You know what I mean? You got your brother losing, y'all trying to beat up the opponent. That's not boxing. You lost. You know what I mean?
That was the most disappointing part about it, though. Seniors, like
he lost on the scale.
Like, bro, like y'all can't be sore losers out here. That man won fair and square, and if we keeping it a buck, one of the judges tried to rob that man. That was not a majority decision. No disrespect to Kelvin Davis, but that was not a majority decision.
We got a superstar in the chat. We got Richie Baby in the building. What's happening? I hit you the other day. Smoothie King.
Right back at you with another one. Brashy McClendon, thanks for the color in the chat. Keyshawn and his brothers are a disgrace. It's boxing, dudes. Crashed out because his brother took an L. Even put his baby boy in harm's way. Yeah. Bad look.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He took a multitude of L's in the past 2-3 days. You know what I mean? And you took your family with you. You know what I mean? You rocking a chain, calling yourself the businessman. Nothing about his display this weekend show businessman. You know what I mean? No matter how you try to spin it, whatever, you know what I mean? You didn't make weight, which is very unprofessional. Yeah. In your hometown, you got people that, you know what I mean, might have had a shot to come see you fight. You know what I mean? And you can't perform. You know what I mean? I don't know if you was hoping that he would take the payout to let you come in heavy or whatever, but they're still not business. That's not a businessman. You know what I mean? You didn't cover your end of the bargain or the contract. So, you know what I mean? Then you going in there trying to fight the opponent because he whooped your brother ass. Nah, come on, man. What is boxing coming to, man?
Nah, that ain't boxing. That's just him. Let's not put it all on boxing because Naya Albright, he did what he was supposed to do. Scooter Davis did what he was supposed to do. Even Keon Davis, but then, just that whole backstage thing, man. Because like I said, it just left a bad taste in my mouth. Because I really like Keyshawn when I met him, and I'm not gonna hold this against him forever. But right now, it's like, damn, Keyshawn, like you better than this, bro. Like you better than this.
You not
But
you
you know,
not gonna hold it against them right
No,
now.
not forever. Not forever.
Not
Right
forever.
now.
But point well said. What Senior said and what you're saying, y'all hitting the spot on, yo. You know, human beings, man. I mean, this is in our nature. This stuff fresh right now, and it's a bitter taste in our mouth. Like Senior say, he took all type of L's this weekend, and that just put the cherry on top. The idiocy that he displayed in the back, and then around his son. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Senior.
you got a baby with you, man, in a stroller.
you heard what Bob was thinking. You heard what Bob was thinking, right?
No, what Bob said.
Bob, I said what he was thinking. Bob was thinking like, see, that's why I don't pay them niggas now. You get them
Yeah.
niggas money, look how they act.
Yeah.
That's why I don't get them niggas no money now. Look at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he acted just like, you know what I mean? They describe. He acted like a nigga. Excuse my language. You know what I mean? That's exactly, you know what I mean, how it was. Your brother lost fan square. It was no antics. It was no cheating going on. He got his ass whooped. You got to take your L and keep moving, man. You know what I mean?
Forget your money. You can't be messing with their money.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like Keyshawn, like he went outside.
Where do we go from here, Senior? What needs to happen from here on to regain? Where do he go if he was in his shoes? Where would he go?
Man, the first thing he got to do is go to his promoter and apologize. First thing he got to do is try to get the love back from the fans, because a lot of people not, you know what I mean? Like, we watch boxing, we like some of the antics, you know what I mean, leading up to the fight and all that. But after the fight is over, you know what I mean? You in there trying to attack people. You got your kid with you. The message that it's sending, you know what I mean? It was horrible. So like, he got to try to get his promoter and the fans back in his corner, because a lot of people got a bad taste in their mouth saying that bullshit.
And to make matters worse, it's against a guy that you already competed with. And when he lost, he took it on the chin. Nia Albright wasn't running up in Keyshawn locker room or addressing him in the tunnel after he lost. He took the loss gracefully. And then even afterwards, he was still saying he don't want to get any type of retribution. Let's run it back. Let's get the rematch popping. So he handled it very classy, like a pro, man. So shout out to Nia Albright.
Though. He was hurt.
It don't matter if he was on something or not, Braxton McClendon. You know what I mean? That's even more, you know what I mean, reason, you know what I mean? That's horrible. You in your hometown, you already missed weight. So the people that already came to see you, you know, I think they refunded over like 2,000 tickets or something like that. So the people that already came to see you, some of them got refunds, some of them still tried to come to the event to support, you know what I mean, just because it's in Virginia. And you put on that performance. Like, you do that. Like, come on, that's very not professional. And you know what I mean, a lot of people, you know what I mean, would walk away. I can't do business with, you know what I mean, I can't do business with them. You know what I mean?
To that point, Senior, you see he just signed a deal with Turkey recently to be an ambassador for Ring Magazine. So I wonder, what happens with that now?
Yeah, that was, you know what I mean, that was horrible.
That's a sore eye.
ESPN, they said ESPN don't play that. And it was shown live on air.
Yup.
Yeah, ESPN is owned by Disney. They're not playing that.
Yeah, that was very ghetto-ish. That was ghetto-ish. Very classless, ghetto-ish. Just hot. Oh man. That's your bread and butter. That's how you eat and feed your family. You at work. You know what should have took place. You being a man, going up to him, congratulating him on keeping the card going, because you ain't even fight. That's what should have been presented. Some retribution to you not making weight was horrible. Like Senior said, people that never got a chance to come see you, putting their pennies together, robbing Peter to pay Paul, might don't mean nothing to you per se, but it means something to them when you able to go to a professional fight that you couldn't afford to go to. Now you make it, and that's what happened.
Flourish and prosper. Young people making mistakes is absolutely correct. But the thing that I teach my kids is not to make the mistakes that you can't come back from. You know what I mean? You can make mistakes in life. That's gonna happen. Nobody's perfect, but try to avoid the mistakes that you can't come back from. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? That was a mistake that the venue lost money. You know what I mean? That was shown live on air. You know what I mean? The dealing with Disney, they don't play that shit. You know what I mean? And you in your hometown in front of like that, it's just not a good look for Keyshawn. Not to mention, you know what I mean? You just missed weight the day prior, so you didn't even get to fight on a card that you were supposed to be headlining at home. So that's a bad taste for your promoter. They had to refund over 2,000 tickets. They lost money. I see if you know what I mean, you was in the green, in the black, but you in the red. They lost money. Come on, man. Nah, man, that's crazy. Keyshawn, I don't know what his next move is, or how does he get a next move?
Who gonna trust him? Who gonna trust him right now? How they know he's not gonna explode? And people make mistakes, they do. We human, we in the flesh, we human. But even when you get a scar on your body or you get stitches, it takes time for that wound to heal. And you'll see the lasting scars from them stitches throughout your life. So there's gonna be some stitches that gonna last through his life. Long as he boxing, those stitches gonna remain there, but I don't know, man. Like you say, this was ESPN. This wasn't no janky station.
Yeah, Curly J. Listen. If Keyshawn was to go against Andy Cruz next, and let's just say Andy Cruz beat him, like I think it's gonna happen. That would be the death of Keyshawn Davis.
As bad as everybody wanted to see that, yo. I'm just not getting it, yo. 4.3 pounds.
That's crazy. They said, Jonathan Simon said Bud and Bomac went to apologize to Albright and Team Albright. That showed a lot of class for that. Yeah, that definitely do. But so what does that mean? Is Bomac going to separate himself from Keyshawn? Because at the same time, like, even though he's a coach, he's still a world-renowned coach. And sometimes your hand is forced, like, hey, if you're going to keep rocking with him and he's doing that, we can't rock with you. I know you're a world-renowned coach, but it's either him or you. So, I don't know. Keyshawn, I don't know what's next for Keyshawn. I don't.
Neither do I. But Squeeze, like, I agree with you in principle, right? As far as making mistakes are concerned. But this weekend, this wasn't making mistakes. These were just making some dumbass decisions. You miss weight by 4 pounds. That's not a mistake. If you come in maybe a pound over max, couple ounces, something like that, you could be like, all right, I gave it an earnest attempt. That right there, that showed clear disregard off the rip. You come in a junior welterweight. And then to run down on a man after he wins, that's a decision. That ain't a what's the name. That ain't a mistake, because you could have just went over there, like you said, go to the man, shake his hand, say congratulations. Hey, I thank you for holding up your end of the bargain. We still were able to salvage the event because you showed up and you showed out.
And
then you got your baby with you. It's just bad, bro.
And the crazy thing is, we sitting here, we talking about Keyshawn and the mistakes he made, but really we need to be also addressing Abdullah Mason and the performance that he put on, being moved up to main event and headliner at the last minute and coming out and getting a stoppage and getting the job done. And he said something. He was like, "I take care of business, man." You ain't hear him slide that in there, Ant?
Yeah, but he was also very classy too when they asked him about the incident that took place. Yo, Abdullah Mason, that's how you do it, man. He's a class act through and through. Didn't want to throw no dirt on him. Didn't talk trash about Sam Noakes, the potential of them guys fighting. He was like, hey, we make it happen, we make it happen.
Abdullah Mason is being groomed very well. Very well. And I'm sure he won over a lot of new fans last night. Just off his performance, the class that he showed, dealing with the bullshit with Keyshawn. You know what I mean? Abdullah Mason class act, man. I think he can be one of the next kings at 135.
1,000%, because he had every opportunity to drag Keyshawn, man, but he didn't. He kept it smooth. He kept it quiet. He ain't got no time
for that. He don't got time for that. That's not important to him. What's important to Abdullah is becoming the best boxer to ever put on a pair of boxing gloves. That's what's in this young man's head. That's what it at 21 years old. He don't got time for spending that energy on that negativity. And he got his father and his brothers there that they not having that.
So then, Ant, let me ask you this question. So Keyshawn can't make 135 no more. So he's talking about going to 140. Frank Martin's standing there with open arms, ready and willing, wanting to smoke. Who wins that fight, Keyshawn or Frank Martin?
I'm still leaning towards Keyshawn. I think Frank Martin is very good. I think Frank Martin is very good. Very, very good. Just seeing a little bit more season from Keyshawn. And I think it's mainly because Frank started late. He didn't start boxing until he was like 18. So for a guy to be as good as he is, fight his way all the way to contendership, I think Frank is really good. But I would have the edge to Keyshawn. But the question is that a fight that promoters would be willing to make? Because you don't know whether or not this dude is going to be a damn loose cannon and screw up the event.
Yeah, that's the only other part. Like that's always going to be.
Because what you say, Senior, they had to refund over 2,000 people. That's a lot of bread to give back.
Mm-hmm.
And they not in the business of losing money. So who's bidding on that fight and who's staging it?
Especially the Bob father. The Bob father don't like losing bread.
Nah, hell nah. Bob don't like losing no money.
He lost some bread. He lost some bread.
But like you said, Senior, with the silver lining, maybe in losing, taking this little hit on this event, he's able to make Abdullah Mason a bigger star in the process and get a bigger bag with Abdullah now. Who knows? Because they are talking about that Sam Noakes fight. And you see they asked him a couple of times about whether or not he'd be willing to go overseas to the UK. And like my man Squeeze was talking about the other day, Wembley, that's a big place, man. 90,000 seats. Maybe they could throw Abdullah Mason and Sam Noakes on one of them undercards or one of them big UK fights out there. Make some things happen. He's over there, I believe, with Queensberry. They talking about the potential of AJ fighting Tyson Fury. If they could make that happen, that's a big platform, a big stage for Abdullah Mason. Who knows what could happen?
So let me ask you this: What would be an acceptable apology from Keyshawn in your eyes, and Squeeze?
I'll let Squeeze take the floor on that one.
First of all, find the right platform to get on and look the people in their eyes and explained to them exactly where the frustration came from, which I know where it came from. A sincere apology to his fans, to the promoters, to everybody that believed in him. Be a man. Take that hit on the chin and move forward. And let them know you was disappointed that you didn't fight. And that's where the frustration came from. I know where it came from. You know, he was mad that he didn't get that check that night. And all hell broke loose because he think that De Los Santos and them was going to take that money. And I don't think it was enough because they tried to negotiate it in the back.
No, they try to give De Los Santos 50% more of his purse. So like if they offered them like a million, they were trying to give him 1.5.
Yeah, but that's basically it, man. Just telling people keep it a buck, and you being a man about it, and just fight, yo. Shut up, yo. Just fight, yo. Fight. Take the emotion out of it. You know, you can't be up there talking smack, and then when somebody else talking back to you, you ready to go off. You get paid to fight in the ring, not outside the ring. I don't get it. Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. Trucker Sally, how you doing, Queen? Be safe out there. Gary Russell versus Keyshawn Davis. I ain't. We talked to Gary. We me and Senior talked to Gary. Gary ain't doing nothing. He locked in with his brothers. Smoothie King, right back at you with another. Now the check right, but then his show. I don't think Gary showed the right.
I think you're talking about Antoine though, because you know all they name Gary. It's Gary Antonio, Gary Antoine.
All right.
All their names is Gary.
Yeah, I got you.
What you think about that fight, Squeeze? Gary Antoine up there at 140. What you think about that fight?
Let me get this chat out the way first. Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. Brashy McClendon, thanks for the color in the chat. Keyshawn has been spoon-fed by Top Rank. Bob literally had plans to make him the face of Top Rank. Now there's Masons to lose. Sam Noakes fight is a joke.
It's no joke.
It's no joke. I got Gary Antoine Russell by this is tough because I want to make sure the right call. I got him getting his hand raised, but I don't know. It's a possibility he might could get Keyshawn out of there. Yeah, in my opinion. It'd be tough, but it depends on what Keyshawn come in. He better be able to move and box and bang on the move. Don't stand there in the pocket with Antoine. That's all I can tell him. But I don't know. I think it's bigger fish to fry for him than Keyshawn at this point. But it's a name.
Let me ask both of y'all this. Does the boxing world start to turn their back to Keyshawn?
No.
I think it's too early.
No.
If he has another incident like this, possibly. Yeah. But right now, I think it's too early. I think they're going to try to reconcile and rectify things.
He better do some damage.
He going to be on a what's name? He going to be on a short lease for sure, though.
I'm looking today to hear a statement from Keyshawn and his team. I'm looking today to hear a statement. If I don't hear a statement by today, I think people are gonna start, turning it back, because in the times we live in, it's not really okay. And everybody try to jump the ship as fast as possible to handle damage control. Like, oh, he did this, well, everybody, and then come back and spin a bend and try to make something up for you. But if we don't get no statement today, I got people turning their back. You know what I mean? Because there's too many. Like, okay, you first you didn't make weight. That's the most important thing. So now you're not even handling you into the bargain. You know what I mean? Second, your brother lost. Fine. Everybody not going to win, but now you trying to attack him, and then to have the nerve to have your baby with you. Oh no, they're not going for that. It's too many groups they can call for that. You know what I mean? All he needed to do was have on a mink, and they would have wore his ass out. You know what I mean? Peter would have been there, all types of people. You know what I mean?
But you know,
a mink.
All the groups would be on his ass just because he had the baby with him. That's a whole different animal. You ain't had a baby with you, I can see, but you had your kid with you. That's
that
irresponsible you are.
Everybody make mistakes, man. And the biggest thing to making mistakes is not making them again. I don't think this too hard for him to come back from. He ain't kill nobody. He just showed classless, but I think I just he could put it behind him. I mean, he just gotta. He say he the businessman, but man, you got right now it's just fresh. You gotta fight your way out of this. Shut up and fight your way out of it. You don't need to do no talking back because you get aggravated too quick. You can't take it. Yeah.
I just think it's a lot. I think it's a lot there, and you know what I mean. It's a lot to deal with. You know what I mean.
Did he kill anybody, Senior?
No, he didn't kill anybody, but you know me, I'm all for a second.
And I'm not saying that to be sarcastic. I just want to be as humble as I can with my punishment that I think should fit the crime. The punishment always should fit the crime. And we know the system, because sometimes you got some people, and this how I'm going to give it to you, that could do the same charge you do and get off on it, but they throw the book at you from the same exact charge.
No, I'm listening to you.
Go ahead.
No, I was ready to say something. Body bagging. He talking about Law De La Santos, the one who canceled the fight. Take the money and fight like a man, bro. Hell no. You don't take the money and fight like a man. You do exactly. In my eyes, I think Edwin did exactly what he's supposed to do. I think he did exactly what he's supposed to do. Take the money to 4 pounds. That's a big difference. That's a whole nother weight class. You know what I mean? But you got what's the guy named Ant? Ant.
You talking about what you talking about the other day?
Yeah, the guy. I forgot his name. The guy
yeah. Joey Gamache, the dude that fought Otaro Gotti. Otaro Gotti came in heavy, beat the man in retirement. That was his last fight. Got knocked out.
Ask Joey Gamache what it's like to take the bag and fight like a man, bro. Ask him, because he can't fight no more. You know what I mean? That was his last time in the ring. He took the bag. Come on, man. Nah, this shit is real. Y'all got to
Edwin still got a bag too, but he got like 600,000.
They had to pay him. He get paid. He get paid his whole purse. He did everything he was supposed to do. He came in, made weight on contracted. He did what he was supposed to do. He doesn't have to fight. If you didn't make the weight, the contract, the weight, I don't have to fight. We can renegotiate, and you know what I mean. It's up to me and my team if I want to still put on the fight. But if you didn't do your end of the bargain, I don't have to fight you.
I get it. I don't know, man. I get it though, but I don't know, man. If you say who you say you are and you say you know you could beat them, I don't know, man. It's up in the air. Everybody, it's a thin line between love and hate with this. I don't know, man. If I was Dan Della Santos, I'd probably hit him hard in his pocket, took the fight, and made that shit born like Wishercom did. Move on his ass, don't give him nothing. You know what I mean? Take his money, my money, and I've been out for 2 years, but he is getting his check. But you know, he got a family to take care of too. So I don't know. But depending on who you ask.
2 years in the shoulder surgery and blood clots, though, Squeeze. We gotta add that part too.
Yeah, you're right.
But like, right. when will the
you're 100% right.
When will the precedent be stopped? Like this shit can't keep going on. If we contracted the fight at this weight, this is the weight we supposed to be at. We can't just keep letting fighters pay to, I'm gonna fight you a couple pounds heavier. Y'all was just making a whole big thing about Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. You know what I mean? Ryan and his 3 pounds. You know what I mean? Oh, it was so bad for Ryan Garcia. Now it's okay for Keyshawn. Come on now. Make it make sense. Y'all was tearing Ryan Garcia apart. He was when it was versus Devin Haney. Now it's Keyshawn versus that. Oh, he should have took the man. Come on, man. You gotta be one way.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, though.
Come on. We just had this happen. You know what I mean? At the same time, you gotta you gotta stop that shit. Buck gotta stop somewhere. You know what I mean? This is where you're supposed to fight at. This is where you're supposed to fight at.
4.3 though.
And it's I wanted Coach Kenny to be on here. I'm telling you that that 4 pounds means something. Like the 4 pounds, like by being 4 pounds, I think it's over 3 pounds. It's a different something. The words I'm looking for, I can't get them together in my head, but I know that the 4 pounds really means something. What's going on, Bull City? Welcome to the Rize Podcast, all the way from Durham, North Carolina. What's going on, Bull City? You just joined in with the Rize Podcast, man. Appreciate you for coming in and having another fire episode with us. Yeah, man. So then exactly. So then if we take the 4 pounds, now would he come in the ring with fight night?
Yeah.
Huh, Squee?
Yeah. I mean, you ain't saying nothing wrong. Like, I'm just saying, I don't know, some people would have went for it, you know. I mean, but I'm not mad at the people saying that they wouldn't have done it and it's not right. I get that, you know. Then you got some people like, man, I'm going to fight this chump, man. He ain't all that anyway. So it varies, but it's unprofessional. Either way you look at it, it's unprofessional.
The only person you can blame is Keyshawn Davis. You can't blame nobody else. Edwin De Los Santos came in, I think it was 134.7, if I ain't mistaken. He made weight. He did his part. Now, whether he want to fight or take his bag and go home, that's his option. He did what he was supposed to do. Oh. You can't get mad at him. Okay, Omac Original said Keyshawn older brother just apologized. Okay, I checked that out. Yeah, I checked that out. Hey, Omac Original, send it to me on Instagram real quick, please.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. Because Calvin don't even seem like that, yo. Calvin seem laid back and chill, kind of like, I don't know, man. The truth might come out about this. Calvin don't even for real like seem like chill.
Hey. Let's talk about the rest of the fights on the card, man. What you think about the rest of the fights, Ant? Antonio McQueen, you still there? Oh, he gone. You see the rest of the fights on the card, Squeeze?
No. Unfortunately, I didn't. I was kind of pissed off. I didn't see the rest of the fights, but
Antonio McQueen back on here. He might know what's going on.
All right, take it away.
What's
I
going on
seen
with
my
what
boy
specifically?
Abdullah though. I seen Abdullah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Abdullah was fantastic.
High school to do. High school to do.
Stopped the guy to the body, if I'm not mistaken. I
Yeah,
think he got like a two
second
round
round.
stop. Second round. Yeah, he was sharp.
Scooter staying busy too.
Scooter looked good.
Smoothie King.
Right back at you with another one. Tasha Reeves White. Thanks for the color in the chat. What happened
Yeah,
the last time somebody took the money?
got dropped about what 5 times in that fight. Then ended up with a damn lawsuit. That's why he don't take the money sometimes.
Well, Keyshawn took the money last time when old boy was overweight.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. That guy wasn't just overweight. That guy was grossly overweight. You seen his body, he ain't really look
That
super.
Keyshawn fought.
Yeah.
That's
But
what I'm
that
saying. So he felt as though, hey, what's good for the goose, good for the gander.
that's fair squeeze. That's fair.
See, that's what I thought about too. That's why I'm thinking he was like, well, shit, I just fought somebody like 14 pounds overweight. You
Yeah, but
know,
that's the thing though. That guy just fought at 140. So him cutting down to 135, that's something completely different. So that guy was out of shape trying to make 135. That guy was drained. So even with him being overweight, he still wasn't in good shape.
14 pounds? Hey, god damn.
And then also the skill set too, because no disrespect to Limos, but
Yeah, skill set. Yeah. He
it's like,
wasn't in no
I can
danger.
handle
He
this
wasn't
guy.
in no real danger.
Nah, definitely not. Because
What up, Chris?
Limos is a dangerous guy in the sense that he could punch, he got power, but his technique is terrible. Every time that guy throw a shot, he's falling in, squared up, chin past his toes. That was pretty much an alley oop, and he was out of shape too. Because like I said, his past couple fights been at 140. He just fought Richardson Hitchens up there at 140, so he was killing himself to try to make 135. That dude ain't make 135, I think, since he fought Lee Selby.
Wow, that's crazy.
Smoothie King, you get this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so another great night of boxing.
How sharp did Abdullah look to y'all? How sharp?
Poise.
I thought he looked real good, man. He was sharper than I expected him to be, honestly. Because I thought it was going to be one of them Johan Vasquez type situations where Abdullah was going to go in there and press the issue, but he picked the guy apart systematically, methodically. You know what I mean? He was on point. Sharp as attack, man.
Did he display one of the best jabs in boxing last night?
It was sharp. It was sharp, man. I don't know exactly where I would rank it, but I wouldn't be mad at that though. That jab was
That
huge.
snap I saw on that thing,
Oh
that
yeah.
Timothy Bradley say that's just not no jab. That's a
Nah.
punch.
Hell yeah. That drum was hitting like a cross, bro. He was stepping into it too. Stepping in, it's sharp, full extension, keeping the guy at the end of it. I was like, man.
And old boy was strong in them early rounds.
Yeah, Nakatila's sharp, man. I mean, he's strong, but
very strong.
I'm gonna tell you how sharp Abdullah's jab was. He busted the dude's eye with the jab.
Yup.
he ain't even bust him open with a power shot. He had him leaking from a jab. I said, damn, Abdullah's sharp, man. He was on point.
That's what Timothy Bradley was saying. He was like, his jab is landing so clean, crisp, and effective. It's like a power shot.
That's how it was looking. Every time he touched him with the jab, head snapping back, he falling into the ropes and all that. And I do believe some of it is Nakatila being a little shop worn. Like he has been stopped twice. He got stopped by Morataya, and he's also been stopped by Tito Mercado. But nonetheless, for Abdullah Mason, for him to be 21 years old and fighting a guy like that, like it's all relative to me. So he looked sharp, didn't take any stupid chances, but he was still very offensive. Stood there in the pocket. His defense looked sharp. He was very responsible. Guard was tight. Head movement was on point. Used his legs when he had to. When he had to get up out of range, like he just looked real sharp. He looked like the veteran.
Yeah.
Nakatil was 36 years old. He looked like he was the veteran. He
And
just commanded the ring, man.
well, 2 years under 34, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was 34. I'm not. Yeah, I think it was 34. I watched. Don't quote me, but 2 years here and there. But very good instructions in the corner. The way his father was talking to him, and they was trading, and man, 21 years old, the way that kid looked last night, boy. I'm glad I wasn't standing in front of him. I can tell you that much.
Spoke like a vet too, man.
Yo, that body shot, he was rolling on the inside. He was attacking that body, yo, chopping that tree down. Yeah.
Very impressed with Abdullah Mason, man.
Still
Very
got
impressed with
watching
him.
get that hand back a little quicker.
Did y'all see Fabio Warley? Did y'all see Fabio Warley? With the clutch knockout
No.
heavyweight fight, he was in there with Justice Huni. Man, I got to give Huni his props. Like that dude, he boxed a fantastic fight. The dude was fabulous. You know what I'm saying? From start to end, he was doing his thing. He was doing his thing. He was super on point. Pretty much won every round. That ended up getting knocked out in like the 10th round, single shot. He went to throw a right hand. They exchanged, threw right hands at the same time, and Fabio Warley just got him up out of there. It was sensational knockout, man.
Oh, so let me ask y'all this then. So to switch the conversation, how much did it help Abdullah Mason getting that main event spot last night, getting that headliner spot last night with the performance he had? Hello? Ant, Squeeze, can y'all hear me?
What you say?
I said, how much did headlining that card last night help Abdullah Mason and his rise to the top?
It helped a lot. It catapulted them. You always sprinkling seasoning on them. And it helped. It helped a lot. He saved the show. He saved the show. Yeah. He saved the show. Yep. That's my answer.
I agree. I definitely think it helped a lot. It helped for several reasons. For one, the performance that speaks for itself. Two, it also just the way he handles himself, man. Like it makes several inferences to Top Rank. Like, yo, this is a guy that we can when he's box office. He gonna be much.
Ant?
Yeah, I'm saying in combination with the performance and the way he carries himself, it indicates to Top Rank this is somebody that we can invest in. We don't got to be worried about Abdullah Mason. Like barring something crazy happening, like some crazy change in character, which I just don't see, just based on his upbringing. Like he's everything that you want a champion to be. You know, he performs, he comes to fight, he ain't gonna cheat the fans. He's also very technical for the people like us that like technical boxing, but then he's also very offensive, very aggressive for the people who like to see knockouts. Class act, well spoken, don't do too much. He's just straight business. So he's somebody that Top Rank they can invest in, you know. So I think it aided his cause. being in that main event slot. Then he also, like Squeeze just said, he got that seasoning. He got a little bit of experience. Because you hear what they say all the time, right? Yeah, you've been on the stage, but you ain't been on the big stage. So how you gonna behave under them lights, under them bright lights? And Abdullah Mason, he was under the bright lights last night. And once again, man, he looked like a damn veteran in there. You wouldn't think that he was 21.
He understood the assignment.
1000%.
He understood. I was up at the store, Rule Farms, and I asked the guy up there, they be tripping, though. They be just flabbing out of their mouth, but it's all good. Called Tank a bum, and he ain't fought nobody. Then I asked him about Abdullah Mason, say he was all right. I like, yo, bye, yo. And people like that, bye. I said, well, who's your guy? Pitbull Cruz. And I like, dude, stop. Everybody's entitled to an opinion, but you're not making no sense with your opinions. You know, y'all kill me with that. This person ain't fight nobody. And the other young man was like, well, who they fight? Name a lustrous list that they done fought. You know, what's so lustrous about their opponents than what he fought? They don't understand how to compare that. People just blab off. They really don't understand how to compare that. I notice people get, you got to go back and look at the person they fought, their record, who they fought. It's a lot that goes into that. Definitely a lot to go into that.
True indeed. But I seen Pitbull Cruz, he got a influx of fans after he didn't get knocked out by Tank. Like, folks act like he didn't lose that fight. Like, just because he ain't get knocked out, we ain't about to get this man any extra points. And it's no disrespect to Pitbull Cruz, because I enjoy watching him fight too. That fight that he had with Fierro, man, that was a tremendous fight. Like, both of them guys left it all in the ring. I think the rematch is going to be spectacular too. But let's not mistake, like, the dude pretty much got outboxed by a man with one hand. So I think he got a lot of credit for that. And then also, Abdullah Mason being 21 years old, who in the hell is he supposed to be fighting right now?
Yeah.
That's why I say it's relative. Like, Jeremiah Nakatila may not be a world beater. Carlos Ornales may not be a world beater, but these are guys that have experience at the championship level.
And anybody else, they would get out of there.
True indeed.
Without the experience, without the athleticism. If they couldn't get out of the way of that right hand Nakatila was throwing in that overhand, they would be in trouble.
True indeed.
That thing was just whizzing past Abdullah's face a couple of times.
Remember, you know, Nakatila knocked out as well as Valdez. I think Valdez might have got him first, but once upon a time, Miguel Burchelt was looking like the boogeyman down there at 130. That's what they was calling this man, the boogeyman, because he was just walking through people, just walking up through, you know, just clubbing guys over the head, getting them up out of there, dispatching them. Nakatila knocked him out. What's that, Senior?
No, that was Squeeze saying something.
I ain't say nothing.
Oh no, I'm saying so. Yeah, again, it's like Jeremiah Nakatila. I'm with you, Squeeze. Like, if you ain't got the experience, if you ain't got the savvy, he's a lot to deal with for a young fighter.
Yeah, and he can crack.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. You be looking at these guys thinking you supposed to do that, so I'm like, nope.
They just speaking out of their mouth. They don't understand what really going on, man. Closing arguments, y'all. Great show.
Fire show. Appreciate everybody. We got over 250 people in the building, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. You know what I mean? Share the show. Tell a friend, man. If you feeling extra supporter, man, hit us up with a Cash App or a Super Chat to show your support. Appreciate y'all for tuning in the building. What you got, Ant? Closing arguments.
Same thing as always. Small things, all things. What's easy to do is also easy not to do. Shout out to Coach Kenny. Love over hate.
Appreciate you, Ant. Catch you on the next one. Man, like I said, another dope show. Make sure y'all, over 250 people in the building. Make sure y'all hitting the like button, man. At least do that. You know what I mean? Shit, that's free. Like, dislike, just hit the button. Show us some support. What you got, Squeeze?
Man, Smoothie King, all access, Ant McQueen, right back at y'all with another one. Peace.
Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Michi in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cuz all this life we ain't put on with it. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah, yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. Now we rich now, we got money, I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up from nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young rich nigga.